things ought to be. Well, I don't mind them switching sides or standing up for things they believe in. When you're running down my country horse, you're walking on the fighting side of me.
I mean, who else could sing that, right? You go to the other perspective, the other guys that you were raised on.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm going to Carolina. Yeah.
As like James Taylor, all those singer-songwriters, although what I loved about Haggard and Jones was they sit you down in a beat you could not get out of, you know? But then the writers would get you a lyric that you just loved so much. A guy that I think probably painted most of my way in college. You know, I think in life you're seriously supposed to be reading the Bible and letting that kind of run your life. But in my life in college, you know, there's a book of Mark, there's a book of Luke. I went to the book of Dan Fogelberg. And I would read his lyrics and then, you know, walk out in the day, kind of do my thing, but stuff like that.
A lonely child alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. He's hiding for different work, but his heart is known. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering melody hand, whose gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand.
I gotta say this. On the Tonight Show one night, I was just, you know, surfing through channels, and on the Tonight Show was Kiss, with no makeup, and with Kiss was that guy, Garth Brooks, and he was playing rock and roll, and it was real, by God, rock and roll. It was real. I mean, it was authentic, and it was dirty, and it was awesome, you know, and he could feel that, you know, he could really feel that. I could feel it, you know. So all this music is really like a river. You go. It just kind of flows, and I think sometimes we're just blessed enough to be able to, you know, put our bucket in every once in a while and pull something out. It's beautiful. I mean, we work very hard at our craft. We got our 10,000 hours. You know, we work very hard. But sometimes it's that just being quiet and listening to what's out there. You know? It's just as mysterious to me now as it was when I first started. And I want it to be there.
Well, and when we first got here, I was telling you that Garth wanted to be a demo singer, and he became my in most demand and favorite demo singer because he could sing anything from bluegrass to rock and roll, country, whatever. Somebody would send me the most obscure demo, I'd go, I'm getting Garth to sing that. And he would always make it amazing because he can do anything. Yeah, I'll play you this one. I'm not as old as Bob. That's a joke.
Bullshit!
But, you know, I was like Bob. I saw the Beatles on TV, and yeah.
Oh,
That's good. That's quick. See, that's why you write songs.
that's why he does.
But the guy that really got me to play guitar was Roger McGuinn from the Byrds. He had this 12-string sound that I had never heard before, and it just captured me right away. And so I was doing this album this last year. I found this old guitar that had this woman's name, Olive Gale, in the headstock. And I was talking to the salesman about it and found out that she had passed away and her family was selling it. And my wife Cindy got online and found a picture of Olive Gale holding her guitar that said Olive Gale on it. So of course I had to buy it, and that's what my wife said. And so anyway, I got this guitar and I brought it home, and all these songs started coming out of this old guitar. And so it was all about songwriters and people, artists that I love that have influenced me. And my favorite story, like Garth was saying, you come to town with nothing. We got to do a show with Even Stevens, a great guy, and Even was telling this story how he lived in his Jeep for the first year he came to Nashville. And one day, somebody came up to him and says, "Hey, I need to move a monkey, and you have a Jeep. Let me put my monkey in your Jeep." He said, "No, man, I can't do that. I sleep in this Jeep." He said, "I need to move my monkey." "No, you can't." "Man, if I don't move this monkey, I'm just going to have to leave him on the street." So Even says, "All right, I'll help you move your monkey." So the guy gets in the car, and Even says, "Hey, I'm Even Stevens." And the guy said, "Well, I'm Eddie Rabbit." And so they were both starving songwriters at the time, but they went on to write like 20 number ones together. So that's kind of what Nashville, I mean, like Garth and I meeting each other, it's just the magic there that you got to be there for. And so anyway, that gets back to Dylan. Dylan to me started everything, and so this was my homage to him. And when I cut this thing, I had it be like the